Okay. So I want to start. Oh, sorry. You should start this. No, I want to do a different opening, which probably both of you grew up. Maybe you grew up with this too. But working. I didn't grow up. Yeah.
I grew up with the Partridge Family
Check.
on Friday nights.
God, I saw this SNL spoof, The Partridge Family, a couple years ago. So on the mark.
It's a true story. I was like really into the Partridge Family, and that was the first time I ever heard the word Shabbat. I very clearly remember sitting at the dinner table on Friday night and going, oh my God, I forgot. It's Friday night. And I ran to the television to turn on the Partridge Family, and my mother said, in any other Jewish home, that would mean that it's Shabbat. And I turned around and I went, what?
That would be what?
What?
She said what?
It would be Shabbat. Friday night would mean it's Shabbat.
Oh, yeah.
But to me, it was the Partridge Family.
So
And that was the first time I heard that.
Oh, so let's sing this melody. I da 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 da. Ay 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 da da da. Ay 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 da da da. Let's do that again.
Do that again.
Back to the beginning.
What I got.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malchei Hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Bless us.
Baruchuni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitchem l'shalom,
get to light the candles now. Start Shabbos. O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives, and bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, of peace, and love. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Good Shabbos. Good Shabbos.
Shabbat shalom.
Yeah, should I? Okay. There's so few people I feel like going, Yom HaShishi.
Do it.
Yeah? Is it even in here?
Yeah? I don't know, but you know it.
Probably do if I forget.
It's at the beginning of the Amidah, too.
Yom HaShishi v'echol hashemayim v'haaretz
Salam.
v'chal Elohim
Bayom
hashvi'i
hashvi'i.
melachto asher asa v'yishbot bayom
Mashvi'i
hashvi'i
melachto asher asa.
v'yanach
Vayvarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i v'ykadesh oto. Ki vo shavat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim la'asot.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam avorei pri hagal hafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu. Shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit. Ki hu yom techila l'mikra'ei kodesh zecher l'tziyat Mitzrayim.
Kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu.
Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Shmo.
Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom, Seth. Shabbat Shalom, Ben. Shabbat Shalom, Cantor Jeff. Hi, Mom.
Yeah, really. Zeichel Siyat Mitzrayim. I always want to do like a walk like it.
Like this, right? Walk like an Egyptian.
All right, what's next?
L'chune Ranana, page 12.
Yes, page 12. Where's page 12?
Let us rejoice.
L'chune ranena, l'chune ranena, l'Adonai. L'chune ranena, l'chune ranena, l'chune ranena, l'Adonai. Naria, naria, l'tzor yishenu nikadma, fana bitoda. Naria, naria, l'tzor yishenu bizmirot, Nariya lo Lechuneranena 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 Ladonai Lechuneranena 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 Ladonai Lechuneranena Ladonai Nariya Litzor Yishenu
40. Yismechu b'malachutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei Oneg Shabbat 44 Yismechu b'malachutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei Oneg Shabbat Mekadeshei, Mekadeshei Shvi Shabbat Kulam Yisbehu V'yitangu metuvecha Shabbat Yismechu V'malachutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei Oneg Shabbat Ice cream sundaes Yismechu V'malachutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei Oneg Shabbat Hashvi Ratzita bo v'kidashto Shabbat Chemdad Yamim Oto Karata Shabbat Yismechu V'malachutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei Oneg Shabbat Yismechu V'malachutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei Oneg Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat L'maseh Bereshit Shabbat L'maseh Bereshit Shabbat Yismechu V'malachutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei Oneg Shabbat, 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 Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat. Okay, hold this. Okay, of course, you know, Oneg is delight, so I want everybody to call out one thing that they pull out of Shabbat that they could call a delight in your life. What do you pull out? What's a delight about Shabbat for you? Rest. Okay, rest for you too.
Making music and holding court.
I love it, holy chord, little music. Cantor Jeff. Cholent. Ice cream sundaes.
Okay.
Shabbat. We rise to the Baruch Hu. Oh, no, we don't. We stay seated for a little while for Lechadodi 20, page 20. Lechadodi, can't forget that.
Okay, let's do the why not? Page 20. Lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nikabela. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד. השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Verse 2, לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי ממקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבת הקהילה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. And we're going on to verse 5. This weekend, my dear student and friend Ali is being bat mitzvahed in another synagogue, not near you. So in her honor, we're going to do the rest of Lecha Dodi to this melody.
Her favorite?
Hey, just follow. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Again. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Hitori, hitori, kiva ore kumi ori. Uri, ori, shir dabere, kavod Adonai alayach niglag. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Please rise.
Please rise.
Boe v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha uvtzola, toch emunei am segola, boe chala, Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nikabela. Mazel tov, Alicat.
Do you know that the Talmud says that if we had not received Torah on Sinai, that we would learn modesty from the cat, and not to steal from the ants.
I've heard it, yeah.
There are other things in that analogy too from the Talmud, but I can't remember that. So, Mazel Tov, Ali.
Yeah.
And your Torah. We remain standing for the Baruch Hu on page 28. keep playing, Ben. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe. Speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the times and changes the seasons, arranging the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness, darkness from light, sepia-toned, fire, smoke-infested air into the clearness of the day, and then sometimes back again, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Baruch atah Adonai, you who bring on the evening. Page 30.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidbaro ma'ariv aravim ma'ariv aravim bechokma poteach she'arim ובתבונה משנה איתי ומחליף את הזמנים ומסדר את הכוכבים במשמרותיהם ברקיע כרצונו אהבת עולם בית ישראל עמך תורה ומצוות חוקים ומשפטים אותנו לימדת על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ומצוותיך לעולם ועד כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נגע יומם ולילה יומם ולילה ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Adonai Echad.
Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך, בכל נפשך, בכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך, בביתך ובלכתך, בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, אמת.
37, all together. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath,
with
every conscious act.
Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children.
Talk about them at work, whether you're tired or you're rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them at the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. Emet ve'emunah kol zot. All this we hold to be true and trustworthy for us. That you alone, who could be like you? You are alone, and we are your people. Moses, Miriam, all Israel sang to you together, lifting their voices joyously, as we do now on page 40.
מי כמוך ברים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, מלכותך ראיו בעיניך, בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלינו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. דה דה די 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 דה די 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 דה די 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 אוי אוי דה די 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 אוי די די אוי די 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 ונאמר כי פדל יעקב וגלוי מאוד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני
ברוך שמו
גאל ישראל.
אמן. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו 42.
When I find myself in times of sorry, wrong song.
My rabbi says to me,
Mama Miriam comes to me.
Oh my God. I can't remember the right one now. That's what's the top one.
Let's try it. Let's see if it works.
Oh, here it goes.
Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom leshalom v'hamidenu shomrenu lechayim lechayim ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha v'tavagnenu be'etza tova milfanecha.
Hashkivenu, Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, Lishalom, Lishalom, Lishalom. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Oh my gosh.
He's married to a nice Jewish girl.
Who?
Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
From Livingston.
from Livingston.
She's from Livingston, New Jersey.
Linda?
No, she's been dead for like 25 years. Nancy, what's Paul McCartney's wife's name? Nancy Shevet?
Yeah.
Shabbat, something like that. Nice Jewish girl from Livingston. We didn't know this?
I did.
Oh my God, yeah, no, they've
No,
been married for like a decade now.
No, I was just wondering what Craig Talbot
And they
was
show up,
listening
no,
to.
they show up in high holidays sometimes at the shul in London.
Wow, cool.
Yeah. What's this? Did you know Nancy? Her family has like a trucking company or something. I kid you not.
Of
I- do-
course,
I'm-
they do.
would I make this stuff up? Would you make this up?
The
Anyway.
Jews all had trucking companies.
No,
and
so this is his second
junkyards.
Jewish wife. This counts. He's Jewish by marriage.
Adonai
Sifatati
sifatativtahu fi yarki tehilatecha.
Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, העליון, גומר חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני. מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה, אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע, משמיד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ברופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשם עפר, מי כמוך בגבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה.
ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים, ברוך אתה אדוני,
ברוך שמו,
מחיי המתים.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום ברוך הסלע. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. Privately till page 60. Be seated when we're finished. אתה קידשת את יום השביעי לשמך, תקליט מעשה שמיים ובארץ. וברכתו מכל הימים וקידשת בכל הזמנים וככתוב תורתך ויברך השמיים והארץ. טוב אשר עשה ואלוהים. יש בפעם השביעי טוב אשר ביום הרבים ביום השביעי ואשר תוקף אשר וכל מרבה אשר עשה. Say Adonai rekni b'machas v'afa tekapel to yatsa v'tat Israel
page 62. Ose shalom bimroma, Oyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru Shalom bimroma, Uyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, imru.
Shalom berefuah shlema, nishaberach lecholim, להתפלל al kol shehem tzrichim refuah. For all who need healing, body, spirit, psyche.
Where did I put my cue sheet?
Need that? Mishaberach 352.
O Mishaberach 253.
Page. So this week, in the Torah portion, if you remember, oh boy, Moses' brother and sister are not nice to him at all. They are just awful, including a biblical occurrence of deep racism. It's horrible. God gets mad, and Miriam gets leprosy. And Moses prays, nevertheless, prays in a heartfelt way, although some sages say in an ambivalent way, for his sister's recovery. And using these words, so hold on a second. Okay, let's learn these words. And if you know this, you might already know it. Just hold on. El na refana la.
El na refana la.
So please, God, heal her, please, basically. Please, God, heal her. And someone set this to a very simple melody, maybe Shefa Gold. And it seems appropriate to do this week because it's in the Parsha. It's also a nice, last time I taught another Mishaberach, Brokenhearted. And this, if you choose, you can do this going forward. It's very beautiful and very simple. And then I will pause and you'll do your usual thing, okay? El na refana la, el na refana la, el na refana Some people sing first la, and then lo, and then lanu. So please God heal her. Please God heal him. Please God heal all of us. Maybe too binary for some people these days, so I don't know. But let's use the original biblical text. El na refana la, el na refana la, el na refana la, refuah shlema. El na refana la.
This week we're especially praying for Howard Simon, Gloria Berkowitz, Gittel Bat Chana, Beryl Ben Sima Vishmuel Leib, Steve Gellis, Shalom Avram Ben Golda Yeshayahu, Harav Miriam Yael Chaya Bat Sarah Yitzchak, Maxwell Zwain, Menachem Mendel Ben Yehudita Michael, Luke Wright, Chendel Chaya Rafaela Bat Yehudit Sharon, Dolores Mikkel, Harav Eliyahu Ben Miriam Va'Avraham, James Janelle and Bill Edgar, Elia Tario, Vivian Chong, Wendy Chong, Devorah Bat David Vachaya, Lou Boriello, Harav Yafa Rachel Bat Bela Chana Moshe Yitzchak, Kedem Ben Shoshana Ruvain, John Spiegel, Israel Hirsch Ben Gedalia Verivka Hinda, Jakob Avina Bat Shlema Verivka, Bob Schwartz, and Bob Kahn. And to these names we add
Simare Sabatina.
Should we do that every once in a while instead of the usual?
Yeah. Oh, so nice. It's got to be, you can do it a little faster.
Yeah.
You can do it a little faster.
But it's nice also if we can sing and hum under the names just like we do it, you know.
Yeah. And you can make the decision la, lo, lanu.
That's how I do it in the Hebrew school. I actually taught the kids that.
Oh, did you?
We do it in the Hebrew school that way, yeah.
So I think I'm doing at least part of tonight's discussion.
Thank you, Cantor Jeff. I have one too?
Oh, I'm sorry. Of course. No, you already know everything. You're the rabbi.
Fair.
So, now, did everyone get that? It's in the Torah portion. That one. El Nabrafan Allah.
That's also the only recorded prayer in the entire Torah.
Yeah.
Now,
I heard that.
In the book of Samuel, right? Book of Samuel 1, when
Hannah.
Thank you. Hannah is praying for a child.
Silently.
Yes, but her lips moved. Her lips moved.
And the priest thought she was drunk. Right?
Yes, it's true. We read that on the first day of Rosh Hashanah, but this is the first and the only one in Torah.
Yeah. So it's held up as an example for spoken prayer as a service to God, right?
Right, and from that we get this whole book.
Oh my gosh. Imagine. All right. So, yeah, I just wanted to make sure everyone understood that these are very, very, very old words, and they're very, very useful, especially when the Parsha is talking about this week. Okay, let's turn. So from this book, this little booklet, we learned Moshe Emes, or Emet, which is on the bottom of page 2. Okay? Let's look at the top of page 2. All right, with your permission, I'm gonna do this in Ashkenazis because it is so sweet sounding and it works really well with this melody. Of course, you can do it in Sephardit, in modern, synagogue Hebrew. That's fine, but I think it would be fun to do this in the way it is here. Let's just look at the notes. When singing and playing, a violin is Baltfila, prayer leader, and Balkoire, Torah reader Leon Schwartz, born Karapchiv am Cheremosh, Bukovina region, Austria-Hungary, settled in New York City, 1927. That is basically the Chernovitz region of modern-day Ukraine. It is not a center of fighting right now. It's more in the west, near the Romanian border. But, of course, they've been deeply affected by everything going on there. So this was a hero of mine and a real hero of Deborah for her violin style. And he sang this, Leon. And hey, showing that even cantors can plan ahead. This is the niggin we sang at the beginning, okay? Ay 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 ay. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I hope? You might not have been here yet. Okay. So let's sing that once more. Yam bam 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 ba da 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 ay 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 da 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 ay 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 da da ay 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 ay. Okay, little snap quiz, not for the rabbi and possibly not for Ben. This jumps in on a prayer you should be probably very, very familiar with, but it can be confusing. This Asher Noson Lanu Toras Emes, or Asher Natan Lanu Torat Emet, what is this from? Mm-hmm. What part? Narrowing in. No, good guess, not the beginning.
Well, maybe if you put it together with the second line, V'chaye olam nata betochenu.
Okay, gotta get. Hopefully these guys will get some aliyot too soon. Right. This is the blessing. Right. It's the blessing after you come up for an aliyah. Okay. And it's a lovely, lovely. What a wonderful thought. The one who has given us the Torah of truth and implanted within us a life of eternity. It's so gorgeous. Okay, so try that with the words. Asher nosan lanu toiras emes, Asher nosan lanu toiras emes, Asher nosan lanu toiras emes, toiras emes. This is an example of a Eastern European minor melody that is not sad. And if you find yourself making it sad, you're not singing it right. It is full of yearning, it's full of energy, it's full of hope. It's not a dirge, and you have to sing it with a smile on your face. Asher noson lanu toiras emes, Asher noson lanu toiras emes, Asher noson lanu toiras emes, toiras emes. Nochamo again. Asher noson lanu toiras emes, Asher noson lanu toiras emes, Asher noson lanu toiras emes, toiras emes. Does anyone remember the second part? It goes like this. Yam bam ba ra 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 dai 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 dai. I die 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 die. Let's do just those two lines. It's a repeat. Ya dai 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 dai. I dai 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 dai. I dai dai dai. So it's sort of hanging around. This is very Hasidic. It's hanging around sort of in this strange area, this one, not strange, but this one area of sort of usual existence, or maybe a little higher. Maybe we're a little spiritually higher. Lanu. And then the second part, yada da 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 da, and it's building up. Ya bye bye, and then we get to the real ecstasy of it. Ay 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 ay. The Hasidic melodies are so psychologically astute. They're just, when they're good, which most of them are, they bring you to another place. Okay, let's try the B section. V'chaye oilom nota b'sochenu. V'chaye oilom nota b'sochenu. V'chaye oilom nota b'sochenu. Again. V'chaye olam nota b'soichenu. V'chaye olam nota b'soichenu. V'chaye olam nota b'soichenu. To the top. Asher noson lanu toiras emes. Asher noson lanu toiras emes. Asher noson lanu toiras emes. Toiras emes. Another advantage of the Ashkenazis is if you're watching your health, you get soichenu, and you get 25, you get some of your 25 recommended grams of soy using this dialect. I have more, but you wanted to do something.
Oh, I'm going to do this, okay.
Yeah.
You want to do more?
I could do more.
Do more. I'll do this one next week.
Oh, good. No. What a good question he asks. Seth asks, is this Yiddish? No, but it sounds like Yiddish. Why does it sound like Yiddish? This is Ashkenazic pronunciation. In Yiddish, you call this Loshen Kodesh. It's literally holy speak, holy language. And it's thought that this is actually God's native dialect. So of course, God spoke to Moses in this deep Ashkenazic dialect. That's for sure. No, but it sounds like Yiddish, and one of the reasons is not only is it Ashkenazic, but it's specifically sort of a Hasidic Ashkenazic. So it's got a lot of the same I sounds as Yiddish.
So Hebrew. So the way we learn to read Hebrew now is the way that they speak Hebrew in Israel. And that is understood as the Sephardic pronunciation. So, for example, we have a lot of ah and t. So the vowels are slightly different in the Ashkenazic pronunciation, and the taf. So remember when we were learning it or relearning it, right? When there's a dot in the taf, it's in Sephardic pronunciation, it's always a t. In Ashkenazi pronunciation, without a dot, it's a s. Right. So, for example, in Ashkenazi Hebrew, it wouldn't be yitkadal v'yitkadash. It would be yiskadal v'yiskadosh. Right. And the that the vowel that looks like a T-bar, the kamatz, that's pronounced more like oi instead of ah.
More like o.
Oh.
Yeah.
And when do you get oi?
You get oi when you have like
Well, what's toiras?
Toyos, that's a cholam, a cholam.
A choilam.
A cholam, the dot.
The dot on top, that's
Yeah,
oi.
that's
So it's not
cholam.
o, it's oi.
But if you follow the Vilna Gaon, it's o. Jews make everything complicated.
Right. So
It keeps us
the
employed.
T-bar is o,
Usually, yeah.
and
yeah,
the cholam is oi.
in Hasidic pronunciation, but in Litvish pronunciation, like the Vilna Gaon, and
Still an o.
it's still a no. but you'll hear it. It's pretty mixed up at this point. Okay, look at this lovely sheet of paper. Do you folks know the Zmiro database? Zmiro database. I'm from Boston, all of a sudden. Database. Zmiro database. Look at the tiny little letters on the bottom there. This is a great database if you're looking for Hebrew liturgical songs and stuff like that, and Nagunim and stuff like that. It's really,
Can
really
you get
good.
sheet music there?
Sometimes it'll have a link to sheet music, yeah, sometimes. Okay, so this is using the same melody. This is one of two other versions that I know, and I know this from Shabbos afternoon, from Mincha. But it's also a very prominent text, and there are many melodies to this.
So I think it might be worthwhile, if I may be so bold.
Yes.
So the whole way of the Hasidic way of thinking about Yiddishkeit was a real radical movement in its time. I'm talking like mid-1700s, right? 1700s.
1700s.
Yeah. Prior to that, there was a real pecking order of holiness. And the only way that you became holy, close to God, everybody in the Jewish world understood that it was constant Talmudic study, right?
Yeah.
If you studied all day in the cheder and you were studying Talmud, that's how you got close to God. And there was this radical turnaround led by Eliezer ben Yisrael, also known as the Baal Shem Tov, who was a very charismatic leader and fostered many, many students, and kind of was this itinerant teacher, healer, that went around in the Pale of Settlement. And he taught something radically different that said, no, the way you don't get close to God isn't only through study and Torah, which of course in the very poor Shtetlach, the poor Shtetl, nobody had the money to spend all day studying. So, these were very poor Jews. He said the way that you get close to God is through joy and fervent prayer, and praying with song, and praying with delight, and with dance, and with movement, and letting your whole body feel it, and sending up all that you're feeling on the inside and sending it up. And this idea that you could reach God just as highly and as equally and as fervently through your heart and through song and with prayer and through movement swept the Jewish world. And from this comes not only all of this amazing Hasidic music, which is meant to move us emotionally, but came a very deep psychological way of studying Torah. A way of studying Torah that isn't all just intellectual neck up, but it's also very deeply psychological as well.
And mystical as well.
And mystical,
Yeah.
yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they were descendants
Plumbing
of
the
mystics.
mysteries. Yeah.
Of the
So
cop.
sorry for that, but I
No,
thought
no,
that
that's
since
great.
we're talking about a little history and
Now, what's interesting is that just as Hasidism was a way of bringing in people who had not had the opportunity to be as schooled as all of these sort of upper class or spiritually upper class and probably financially upper class Talmud scholars, it's also a way to bring in people who want to learn more about Judaism in the sense of a real mystical close connection to God and to spirituality, and also through
Feeling
melody.
it.
Through
Feeling that.
melody and singing. Even, by the way, I've been in various Hasidic situations where even when people know the text, some people are going, ay, ay, bye, bye.
yeah.
So you can always do that. I always say,
Right. We don't need to let the words get in the way.
yeah,
To the connection to the divine. If it is just flowing through you musically, then that is authentic.
So look at this text. This I know from a service, afternoon service. You leave out the who in this setting of it. So Baruch Eloheinu shebaranu lichvodo. Baruch Eloheinu shebaranu lichvodo. So blessed is God who's created us for God's glory. To created us for God's glory, to glorify God, to be an expression of God's creation and God's glory, and has separated from us from those that go astray. v'chaye olam, and v'hivdi lanu min hatoim. Okay, we'll do this in Sephardi, the way it's here, in the pronunciation we're most used to in these situations. Okay, and then this is familiar, given us the law of truth and planted everlasting life in our midst. It's the same text as the other one. So let's just do this slowly. Baruch Eloheinu shebaranu lichvodo. Baruch Eloheinu shebaranu lichvodo. Baruch Eloheinu shebaranu lichvodo. Oy, oy, lichvodo. That always important. Baruch Eloheinu shebaranu lichvodo. Baruch Eloheinu shebaranu lichvodo. Baruch Eloheinu shebaranu lichvodo. Oy, oy, lichvodo. V'hivdi lanu min hatoyim v'natan lanu toirat emet v'natan lanu toirat emet v'chaye olam nata b'tocheinu. Baruch Eloheinu shebaranu lichvodo. Baruch Eloheinu shebaranu lichvodo. Baruch Eloheinu shebaranu lichvodo. Oy, oy, lichvodo. Nice. So that's
Okay.
it.
Then we're going to thank you, Cantor Jeff.
Sure.
And I want to thank you for some really musical highs this year.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it's just been a year.
I know.
Feels like a year. But a great year. By the way, I talked to your new cantor today, and she's lovely. She's really good. You're going to have a great time.
Yeah.
She's really, really good. And many of you know her already. Yeah, I worked with her a bunch. Did you know her when she was here as a student? Yeah, yeah. No, did you? Seth, did you know her? A little bit? Did you know her?
No, Glenn's newer. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. But
She's very lovely.
yeah, I don't know. This has been a real high. I want to thank you.
Yeah, thank
Cantor
you.
Jeff.
Oh, I had such a good time.
And thank Deborah too for when she came in, because we had some amazing moments of davening and real joy in music. So
Well, I will miss everyone, you guys, everyone on Zoom, everyone who's here, all my kids, Ben and you, Rabbi, and
I'm going to say out loud that there are some good musicians in the Jewish world, but Cantor Jeff is way above the level of good 99%.
I don't know about that, but thank you. I appreciate that.
It's true.
That is really sweet of you.
He a bomb. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, rise for Aleinu, 282. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol,
Latet gedula liotze breshit, shelo asanu ki goyei aratzot, velo samanu ki mishpachot ha'adama,
שלא שם חלקנו כהם וגורלנו כמו המונם ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
And may all created in your image become one in spirit and one in friendship, forever united in your service. Then shall your realm be established on earth, and the word of your prophet fulfilled. Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Adonai will reign forever and ever.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
May be seated. Mourner's Kaddish is on page 294. And somewhere here is my list. Yes. We are in Shloshim for Jeanette Hecht, who's Beth Achenbach's mother-in-law, Jim Rothwell, who is Kathy Gale's husband, and Maxwell Byer, who was the 28-year-old son of Leah Byer, who lost his battle with cancer this past week. Yeah,
I have a name to add.
yeah.
My niece, this happened many years ago, but my niece died in early childhood, and this is her yortzeit this week, and so her name was Rachel Bad Rafaela.
And we're also observing the yahrzeit of Estelle Siegel, Sandra Silver, and Martha Schoenberg. Is anybody else remembering? Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah,
Amen.
ve'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, v'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ulamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shmei dekudisha brechu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen.
Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen.
May their memories always be for blessing. Borscht is tomorrow night. Doors open at 7:30, cash bar. There really will be borscht and
Hot or
pierogies.
cold or both? Probably cold, probably, right?
No, I don't know.
Oh, you'll have to come.
I don't know. Did anybody eat the borscht and the pierogies last year? It's at the Ukrainian Center. It's not here.
It's summer, so it's probably be
Cold.
borscht with cold with lots of smetana, lots of sour cream.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Yes, you can, but you can also buy tickets at the door. What? You can also buy tickets at the door. Yes.
That's so great.
Yeah, and there'll be raffles and just all of our Beth-El friends. So come on out. It's going to be a good time.
Can I ask a question about
Yes,
that?
of course.
Is this a tradition to team up with Ukrainians, or is this?
No, it's just since we've been out of space.
Downstairs.
Down-
yeah.
Downstairs,
Oh,
we would do it
It doesn't
downstairs.
have to do with solidarity. Over
No, but
Oh.
it was nice to be able to do it. And since they actually sell borscht, and we've been doing borscht, I think, for like 12 years, 10 years, something, I don't know, which is kind of funny.
And their borscht can be better than ours sometimes. Just be careful what's in it.
Tomorrow morning, Tot Shabbat, 10:30. We're going to do inside so we don't cough. New, we're going to do Family Shabbat in Hamilton Park on July 15th. That's Friday night at 5 p.m. We're going to bring the candles, challah, and juice. You all bring the picnic, dinner picnic. We'll do that before services here. We'll do one in July and one in August. Shabbat morning next week is the bar mitzvah of Trent Michelson. Yes. Pride Month is this month, and we are celebrating with 2 events. The 22nd, an LGBTQ mixer. Just come on out and show your Pride support. If you're gay or lesbian or bi or trans or just proud of our community and of that community in our embrace of love in whatever form and gender identity in whatever form it comes.
Yep.
That's great. Come and be part of that, 8 o'clock on the 22nd, and Pride Shabbat is going to be on the 30th. So we're going to be doing a special service on the 30th for that. Really important, beginning July 1st, no more 8 o'clock services. As of July 1st, first Friday of the month and final Friday of the month will be early 6:30 services, 7:30 every other week. Okay? First and final. We're doing it alliteratively here.
So second and third are...
Right. Well, unless there are 5 Shabbats, and then it's the
7:30.
second, third, and fourth, and then the fifth would be early. Because if there are 5 Fridays, it's possible.
Read your email.
Watch your calendar.
Yeah.
Feedback most welcome. This is an experiment we're going to be running for the next year. We want to know earlier works later, better works later, more consistent works better. You know, let us know.
That may end up in it.
Yeah, that may be it. Remember, everybody's membership expires on June 30th. Renew your membership now. Come to services and double your mitzvah points. Help out Seth by running our live screen equipment and help at the pantry. If you can help in person, it's Thursday night at 5:30. If not, please make a donation. And we got really, really good news. There's good news, and then there's always the shadow cost of the news. The good news is that this week we actually heard from FEMA, and instead of giving us $1.6 million, they're going to give us $2.5 million.
What?
Yes, which is really, really good news. But since what they're giving us only covers 90%, instead of having to raise $160,000, now we have to raise $250,000. So it's really good news, but remember, whatever they give us is only 90% of what it costs. So this is really good news, but it also means that any donations that you can make to the social hall are absolutely, absolutely needed. Wow. So, right?
It's a
Good
lot of
news. It's sort of like, you know, the more money you make, the more taxes you pay, but you're still making more money, but you're still paying more taxes. It's
How long do you have to raise that?
we have to pay it back by the time it's done. We have to pay it. We don't have to have it by the time we break ground, but we do have to have it by the time we have to make the last payment. Otherwise, we only get 90% of the work finished.
Oh, my God.
Right?
Oh.
Right. That's how it works.
Okay. So you get more money, but you got to pay more money.
Because it's always 90%, but
Does it mean you can do things you weren't planning on doing?
no, they will only pay for what we were, no, yeah, I know, it's only what was destroyed in Hurricane Ida. That would not be illegal. That would not be okay. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the news from Lake Wobegon.
Cool.
I missed that
I
show.
want to say yet again, thank you for my wonderful year here. I will be here for Trent's bar mitzvah. Please come. He's a wonderful kid. He's like just an amazing, wonderful kid, especially when he practices. Yes, practice, Trent.
Practice, Trent.
Trent, keep practicing.
No TikTok
practice,
this
practice,
week.
practice.
Torah. TikTok, no. Torah,
Yeah,
yes. TikTok,
but
no.
I want to thank the rabbi, and I want to thank all of you, and I want to thank Ben for the really warm welcome and the wonderful times that we had this fantastic year, and also to the families of the kids that I got to tutor. And
Don't say goodbye. We don't say goodbye. We say lehitraot. We'll be seeing you.
Lehitraot. Well, I'll see you on June 17th.
Yes. What are we closing with? 322. I can name that prayer in 3 notes. Yum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-dum, Ein Keloheinu, ein Kadonenu, ein Kemalkeinu, yadada, 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 na, 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 yadada, na, 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 ein Kemoshiheinu, mi Keloheinu, mi Kadonenu, mi Kemalkeinu. Malkeinu, Yana, Yana, Yana,
Mi Moshienu, no del Elohenu, no del Adonenu, no del Malkeinu, ay ay da 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 da, no del Moshienu, Baruch Elohenu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, ay ay da 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 da. Ay, 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 Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, ay, 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 Atahu Moshienu, ram pam pa da 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 da, yam ba ay ay.
Good Shabbos. Oh, Motzi. Right. Well, Motzi. Lechem, lechem, lechem. Hamotzi Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Hamotzi lechem min haaretz Shabbat Shalom. This doesn't taste pre-frozen.
Oh, yeah, good. Can I have that? Yeah. I'm going to try and have it done by September and all.
Ben?
Um,
It's not frozen, it's good.